Hello everybody, this is Carmen with Elemental Designs, and I wanted to come on here and share something that I just purchased off of eBay. I purchased this from the sellers called Color Fisher, KOLORFISHER, and these are the FineColour double tip markers, and it came with this glove as well, which you kind of use like this. So I guess this is so that you don't smudge your lines as you're tracing or drawing in pencil, or depending on the paper that you're using. But it came with this really cool glove, and that was free with the purchase. I paid $41.99 for these, but I went and checked and he's got them actually for $44.99 now. And these are 72 pieces, and it comes in this really cool handy little bag, and these are pretty much all the colors that you get. And just to show you guys kind of what these look like, let me pick this red one right here. I got them this morning, so I actually went ahead and separated them, and I did a color chart, which I'll show you in a minute. But these are really cool. I've never owned alcohol markers, so I can't really go too much into the comparison between the Copics or the other brands, because I haven't really tried them. But it comes with a chisel tip, more or less like this, and then it's got a very nice nib on the other end. I know I've seen like the Touch 5s, and these are all like Copic knockoffs, if you will. I saw like the Touch 5, and the Touch 5, the nib is really small, and I'm hoping this thing will remain in focus. It's really small, so I wanted to go ahead and try these, and they have I think it's a couple of different sets that they have. This is the animation set, and I'm really happy right now with how they color. That's all I can say for right now, without being able to compare to any others. I'm really happy right now. Maybe that'll change once I purchase other brands, but so far I give it a thumbs up. The price, you cannot beat the price. I paid, like I said, $41.99. The shipping was free. It came with this really cool glove. The case, the carrying case, is included as well. And I like the design of the pencil. Of the marker, sorry. I like the design of the marker. And they are really juicy. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you real quick. I had to make this color chart. So I kind of went in and just kind of laid them all out in the groups that I had divided. Now, I do have to make a better color chart, because as you can see, some colors do belong in other groups, and the reason for that being is the one downside to these markers, which you'll probably hear from other people over and over again, are the caps. Let me get a black one because it'll probably show better. Are the caps. Everything is coordinated by number, but unfortunately it does not have a color, and black is the only color, black is the only color that is actually true to the cap. None of the other caps match the color once you lay them down on paper. Okay, like I'll give you an example. Number 83 is, let's see if I find 83 on this list real quick. It should be one of these. It's 84, 83. Okay, so 83 is green. The cap, it's almost like a white. Okay, so as you can see, once you open up the cap, then you'll see the nib is green. So comparing the nib to the cap itself, that's so far off, it's ridiculous. So the reality is that these numbers have nothing really to do. That they just did that just so that you know number 83 from number 84, because at the end of the day the color caps have nothing to do with the actual color that's inside of the marker. But the upside to this, which I mean that's not really that much of a tissy, especially if you create yourself a nice color chart. As you can see, all the colors are really bright, and I have 72 of these, and I mean all the colors are really bright. I actually started playing with them, and I made this little flower, and they blend really well. The other downside to the, at least from the seller that I bought these from, it did not come with a colorless blender, which is the one downside. So what I did to resolve that issue is I have these Stampin' Up blenders, which are really for water-based. They're really for water-based inks. So what I did is I have this bottle of Adirondack alcohol blending solution. So I took the nibs off, and I took the nibs off, and this is a brush pen. So I took the nibs off, and I took the little cap off, and then I just poured some of this in there, and then I took the little nibs and just kind of soaked them in some of the solution. And so far it does blend. I tested it first, but this actually has, so it does thin it out somewhat. This actually has, and here's a little test mark where I kind of, just to see if, which of the alcohols was good. The first thing I tried before I went to this was regular alcohol, which I have, is this one, which is 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and that wasn't really good. I really didn't like, it didn't really blend much. It didn't really thin it out that much as I thought it would, which is why I ended up trying the Tim Holtz brand of the alcohol blending solution, which it does thin it out. It does thin it out. So I just kind of wanted to come on here and just show you guys something that you can buy at an awesome price. I'm going to leave the link to the seller below. Just be aware and just check, you know, the listing to see if it does include or does not include colorless blender, which is something that you might want to have handy just if you want to lighten tones. But you can also buy them from somebody else. You know, you could buy a Copic one, or a Spectrum Noir, or there's other brands that do offer them. This is something that I kind of got on a whim because I really wasn't sure. I was actually wishing for some alcohol markers, but I kind of went ahead and just kind of jumped the gun and went ahead and got these. So I'm really happy for right now, and I hope to bring you guys some artwork that I create with it, so stay tuned for that. But it was an awesome buy, and I do want to complete the rest of the set. I know that they have like a design set, and they have like different sets that bring different colors. So I am hoping to be able to complete all of them. And I know that some sellers do allow you to choose the colors that you want in your sets. And they have them from, I think it's like ranging from 24 pieces to 72 pieces, which is like the biggest one for the FineColour. But they do have more than the 72 colors. There are more colors to the spectrum. These, you're not limited to just these. If you buy the different sets, then you'll pretty much end up with almost all of the colors, which I think is like 200 and something colors that it has. But I really did like it. I really did like it. It lays the color really well. The one thing is, it does, depending on your paper, it will seep through to the other side. So as you can see, it did kind of bleed over. This is just regular paper, and it bled all through the other side. So, but for, like I said, for the most part, it's a really good buy. And I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, if you want to spend $400, $500 for Copics, I mean, you're more than welcome to do so. But somebody like me who cannot afford to do that, I wanted to try you know, a more inexpensive solution, and I really wanted to get into coloring with alcohol markers, especially for like stamping and things like that. The other thing that I wanted to let you know is, if you're going to use the alcohol markers, make sure that you have something that does not blend with the alcohol markers in order for your lines to show through. So like I have this Faber-Castell Pit pen, which works well for outlining, and I know the Micron, I think it's called, also another brand of markers that you can use to outline your drawings. As far as ink pads, I heard something about Tuxedo Black, I think is what it's called, so I'm not really quite sure. But they do have alcohol pads that you can use with your stamping images, that you can use with your alcohol markers that will not bleed or blend with each other, so your lines stay crisp. And yeah, I just wanted to come on here and show you guys because I was like super excited. And I figured some of you might want to try a more inexpensive alternative to getting like the Spectrums or the Copics or, you know, the other brands. I don't have the Touch 5 to compare to, which is the other one that's more or less in the same price range. But I would say give this a go. If you've been on the fence about getting them, I strongly recommend that you do get them because they do blend very well. They do blend very well. They don't really leave any marker lines, so when you're laying your color, it all blends kind of seamlessly when you're working with the same tones, and when you're working with you know, alternating tones, you know, different shades. As long as you know, apply them properly, you should have no problem with you know, them blending seamlessly. So I'm very happy for right now, and I'll catch you guys on the next one when I actually do go ahead and create some artwork displaying you know, the coloring capabilities of the FineColour markers. So thanks you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.